I'll start with the ball.
Hey everybody! Thanks for joining us. We're going to do a little bit of rolling this morning and before we warm up. So if you've got a roller, if you have a roller or a yoga tune-up ball, go ahead and start using that to warm up a little bit. Hips, lats. We're going to be working our shoulders today, so rolling out your shoulders might be a good idea. We're going to warm them up also. And we'll be using your glutes as always. I don't think I ever do a workout that doesn't include the glutes a little bit. So I'm rolling my glutes out. Hi! So if you're joining us, we're going to be doing a workout this morning. It starts at 9:30. So hopefully you'll join us. We're just getting a little warmed up right now, rolling out with a foam roller or a yoga tune-up ball. If you want to know where you can get those, just send me a message and I will send you in the right direction. So again, 9:30, so if you want to join us, if you have some dumbbells, grab those. If you have a band, grab that. If you have a big stability ball like this one back behind me, grab that. If you don't have any of those things, that's fine. I'll show you what you can do instead. So no reason not to join us. Rolling out my lats here on my foam roller. Ooh, those are tight. So we'll be working out for about an hour, including the warm-up and some stretching. But you don't have to stay with us the whole time. If you don't have a whole hour, just join us for some. And again, we're starting at 9:30 a.m. this morning. I got Deanna up this morning to join me, so I don't have to work out alone, and neither do you. Work out with us this morning at 9:30. We're all stuck at home right now, but that's no excuse not to get your workout in. I'll show you what you can do even if you have no equipment. Anna's rolling out her traps right now, the top part of her shoulder. She's using that yoga tune-up ball. Feels pretty tight in there. Deanna's been working out with me just about every single day since our stay-at-home order came through here in California. So we have about 4 minutes before we start. Again, if you want to join us, if you've got a foam roller, you can start rolling a little bit for your, but we're going to do a warm-up too, a dynamic warm-up. But if you have a foam roller or a ball, go ahead and do some myofascial release work, then we'll warm up. And then if you have dumbbells, grab those. If you have a band like this one over here, you can grab that. Okay, so it's an all-purpose band with handles. If you have a big stability ball like this, go ahead and grab that. If you don't have any of that stuff, it's okay. I'm going to show you things that you can do without any equipment at all. So the other thing I'm going to show you is that if you don't have any weights, you can just find some jugs of liquid and use those for weights. Options, right? So I don't know that anybody still has any dumbbells left in stock. So you might need to improvise, and that's cool. So you know you don't have any excuses, right? All right, we'll be starting in about 2 minutes. I'm gonna roll out my upper back a little bit here. Do you want to use this at all? Yeah. Just about a minute, and then we're going to get going with the dynamic warm-up. And then I'll demonstrate the exercises, and then we'll do it all together. So this is not just a demo, this is actually a full workout. I post a lot of demos with just one set of the exercises. This time, we're going to be doing a full workout, so I hope you'll join us. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Renee. Hi, Jennifer. And Jennifer. Burpee Jennifer, I see you. I call her Burpee Jennifer because she adds a burpee to everything.
Feel free to add a burpee.
All right, you guys ready to get this party started? If you are, go ahead and just clear some space and we'll get going. So we're going to start with a dynamic warm-up. Please make sure you do warm up. It's so important. You have a much better workout if you warm up, and you're less likely to get injured. So please, please, please warm up. All right, so we're going to start with some body weight squats. So hands come behind your head. These are called prisoner squats. You're going to sit down low, stick your rear end out so your weight is back in your heels. You can take your feet kind of wide so you're getting a little more stretch in the inner thighs as well as you come down. So we'll do 10 or so of these. And after you do about 10 or more, if you need more, you can do more, you'll stay down. You can start to move around, get a little movement in your ankles and your knees and your hips. If this doesn't feel okay on your knees, then of course don't do it. So everybody's different in what they're able to do. All right, let's come stand on up. You're gonna do some knee drives. You can do these in place, or you can actually do them with movements. You can move across the floor. Sometimes that's nice to move across the floor. Okay. And then take a little hip movement into that. So the knee comes up and around, up and around, up and around. And again, if any of this doesn't feel okay, then of course, listen to your body and you do what works for you. Let's do some booty kickers. So you can grab your foot if you can access it without going into a lot of extension in your back. And again, you can move with this or you can stay still. Your choice. If you have a lot of room, maybe you travel. All right. Yes. All right, Tiana's traveling, and then we'll do some arm circles. So we'll go ahead and do about 10 or so in one direction, and then we'll start moving in the opposite direction. They can be big, they can be small. You might want to move over here because I'm afraid you're going to hit your hands. So reach your arms way, way up high, like you're reaching for something on the ceiling, and then squeeze your shoulder blades down. And then reach way, way up high and squeeze down. So it's like you're doing a lat pull and then a shoulder press, and then a lat pull and then a shoulder press. Just warming up the shoulders, warming up the lats. Good. And then we'll swing the arms, warming up the chest and shoulders. And again, if this doesn't feel okay, you do what you can do to get the body warm. Oh, is the phone camera still on? Oh, I didn't even it. All right, so take your feet wide, and you'll start to reach side to side. Reach side to side. Good. Good. So you're reaching for the toe, but you'll notice I'm not rounding my spine to get there. I'm keeping my spine long as I move side to side. All right. Put your toes basically straight ahead, and we'll tap front, middle, and back. You'll notice my knees are slightly bent, front, middle, and back. So you do want to wake up the hamstrings here, but be careful you're not taking it too much into the low back. All right, one more time. And then we'll do some pogo hops. So you can actually leave the ground or maybe just come under the balls of the feet. The idea is to wake up the calves and the feet and the ankles. Okay, so step your right foot back. This is like twister. Put your right hand down and then reach your left hand up. Good. Now, reach that left hand in front of your shin and towards your back foot. And then reach your left hand up. Again, reach up. And do that 2 more times. Reach down and around, and then reach back up. And down and around, and reach back up. And then we'll switch sides. Right foot forward, left foot back, left hand down, right hand up. Come around and reach. Moving through your middle back, reach up and reach around. And reach up and reach down and around. Good. All right, hopefully everybody's warm. If you're not, please continue to warm up. I'm going to demonstrate the exercises now so you can continue to move your body, keep warming up while I demonstrate. So the first exercise we have is a deadlift. 2 feet on the floor. Now I'm going to use, for my resistance, a bag full of liquid. So I grabbed a bunch of things in my house, put it in a big bag, and that's what I'm going to use for my resistance. If you have dumbbells, use dumbbells. So my knees stay a little bit soft, and I hinge forward, and I go up and down just like that. Spine is long. Make sure you're not rounding your back at all. All right, that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, alternating shoulder press. So I'll be using dumbbells for that. If you don't have dumbbells, 2 cans of soup. You can use 2 water bottles filled with water. That's alternating shoulder press. The next exercise will probably be a little bit lighter, a V raise. So I'm going to come a little closer. So you take the arms up like I'm making the letter V with my arms. Now I'm keeping shoulder blades squeezed back. Okay, and again, I'm just demoing right now, so just go ahead and watch, and we'll all do the workout together. So repeat those 3 exercises 4 times, and we'll be doing 45 seconds each time, okay? So if that works for you, great. If you need to take a little break in there, then you take a little break. I'm going to demonstrate the next group of exercises, alternating back lunge with a rotation. So you'll be using maybe a dumbbell in your hands if you have it, or none. You don't have any weight, you don't have to use weight. As I step backwards, I rotate over my front leg. I come to center over my front leg. So make sure that you're keeping your eye on one place in front of you. It will help you stay balanced. That's alternating back lunge. No weight, no problem. Just put your hands in front of you and rotate. The next is a plank on a ball. So if you don't have a ball, of course, you'll be doing that without any kind of resistance, without a ball. So elbows will come onto the ball, forearms come onto the ball. I'm working on anti-extension. So my back stays a bit flat. I don't want my rear end up or sinking down, neutral. I can move the ball or I can stay still. No ball, no problem. You just do it on the floor, on the knees, or on the forearms. Your choice. All right, so the next one is crunches on the ball. So again, if you have a ball, you'll use it. Pretty flat to the ceiling. I'm lifting straight up. I am not rounding my spine. Straight up, it's a very short range of motion. No ball, no problem. Crunches on the floor.
Okay. Short range of motion. I can support my head with one or both hands. You'll notice I'm not curling up. I'm lifting my chest towards the ceiling. That's group of exercises number 2. You'll repeat those, and then we move on. Next group of exercises is our band bicep curls. So, I have a variety of resistances here, so you use what you have. I'm going to use the orange one, which is sort of a medium resistance, and then I do a bicep curl. I'm going to kind of go this way so you can see, and then the next one is a tricep kickback. So I just do the opposite, elbows on my sides, and I press back. Okay, so 3 different groups of exercises. You can either follow me, or you can follow Deanna, your choice. If you don't like some of these exercises, you can just pick and choose. But you'll choose either Deanna or me. Mostly, we'll just follow one of us, and then we'll keep going. So get ready. You need a quick step. Go for it. I'm going to turn back up the music. Which ones do you want to start with? All right, Deanna's starting with group of exercises number 2. So she's going to be standing probably, right there. Right about here. I'm going to be doing group of exercises number 1, and that's the deadlift. All right, we have 45 seconds. You'll keep repeating the exercise for 45 seconds, and then I'll let you know when you're going to rest. Begin. It's 45 seconds. If you feel tired, you rest. If you feel anything straining, you'll rest. Now, if I wanted to get crazy on this one, I could maybe do some alternating single-legged deadlifts. Notice I'm still keeping my spine nice and long. If that's too much, both feet on the floor is fine. Hey, if you don't have any weight, nice slow version without weight is just fine. You have 5 seconds. Okay, and we'll rest. So we'll take about 15 seconds to move on to our next exercise. So for me, that's alternating shoulder press. For Deanna, that's the plank on the ball. So here we go. We have 45 seconds. Begin. Now I can just stay nice and steady on these with my hips not moving, or I could get a little bit more creative, lean into it. Anytime I add more body movement, my heart rate goes up more. I'm burning more calories. So if Deanna gets tired, she'll rest. Okay, she's going to really listen to her back. So if it starts to hurt her back, she's going to rest. There's no reason to continue if your back is bothering you. Maybe you need to take it to the floor if it's too much, or just take a brief rest. And that is our 45. Now rest. Crunches on the ball for Deanna. And I'm going to do a V raise. And we'll start in about 5 seconds. If you need more rest, you take it. All right, here we go. So I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. So you'll notice Deanna is lifting her chest towards the ceiling. She's not rounding her body in half. Now, for me, if my neck starts to get tired, I might alternate my arms. Okay, if you don't have any dumbbells, you can do this without. Okay, even your arms will start to feel heavy after a while. Keep going. 5 seconds. Okay. And then we rinse and repeat. Deanna's going to do those same exercises. I'm going to do my same 3 exercises. So she's going to be doing the rotation. All right. So we have 45 seconds. I'm going to use dumbbells this time. And begin. So again, you'll notice Deanna is rotating over the front leg. Now, if she were to rotate over the other leg, it would probably actually throw her off and she might fall over. And that would be really embarrassing on live video. So rotate your arms over the front leg. I'm keeping my core tight, so is Deanna. That will help you balance also. And rest. And again, on to our second exercise in our group. Perfect. Planking. All right. And we'll start in 5 seconds. And get ready and go. Now I'm going to come towards the camera so you can see I'm doing these with kind of my palms forward, but maybe it would feel better if my palms were facing my body. So you do what works for you. Good job, Deanna. All right, we have 5 seconds. Come on, let's do it. All right, rest. Okay, next exercise. We'll start in about 10 seconds. If you need more rest, please take it. You need to sit out this round, no problem. Join us when you can. Here we go. I'm doing the V raise. Turn sideways so you can see. Deanna's crunching. If I get tired in my neck or my shoulders, I just alternate my arms. Good work. All right. Five seconds. Okay, and we rest. Okie doke. We're gonna do that one more time with the 45 seconds. And our last round, we're gonna shorten it up, but maybe we increase the intensity. So one more time with 45 seconds, your first exercise. Okay. I'm doing deadlifts again, and Deanna's got her back lunge with the rotation. All right, begin. Now again, remember for me, if I wanted to get a little crazy, I could alternate single leg. That requires me to have a little more balance. Now I'm gonna rest for a second so I can show you something you can do. If you can't do the lunges that Deanna's doing, you might do a single-legged bridge. So if your knees do not like lunges, single-legged bridges are fantastic. So that's your option if you can't do the lunges. All right, 5 more seconds. I could double pulse these if I wanted to make it a little harder too. All right, let's rest, which is what I'll probably do on my last round to increase the intensity. All right, so exercise number 2, you're back on your plank. So 45 seconds on the plank. All right, and I've got 45 on my shoulder press. Begin. My knees are bent. I'm being very careful not to pop my hips forward. That can be really tough on your back. So please be careful about that. I might try palms facing my body. That might feel better in my body. Good job, Deanna. All right, 5 seconds. We got this. Okay, rest. Last time was 45 seconds. Here we go. Crunches on the ball for you. V raise for me. My shoulders are squeezed back. I'm going to start. Begin. And again, for me, I start to fatigue or feel it in my neck. I'm going to alternate my arms. Sometimes just doing one arm at a time is a better choice. So maybe I do half the time with one, or maybe you only have one dumbbell, and then you do it just one side and then the other side. You have two, you can do it with two. We're almost there, Deanna. All right. And we've got rest. All right, guys, so we're gonna do one more round. You got this. 30 seconds only. It's gonna go like that. So Deanna's gonna do her set. Maybe she does a double pulse. That's gonna make it harder. Maybe she does some movement on her ball. That's gonna make it harder. So we'll show you some options for making things more challenging since we're gonna do a little less time. You've got your 30 seconds. Maybe try double pulsing. I'm gonna do a double pulse as well, or maybe I increase my weight. Okay, begin. So double pulse is gonna make this harder. And remember, of course, alternating the single leg is gonna make it harder as well. 15 seconds, see how fast this is going? 5 seconds, so fast. Okay. I realized I forgot to demonstrate the last one on group number 3. Okay, so we're moving on. She's going to do the ball, and she's going to do maybe some circles, some movement there. So go ahead and give that a try, Deanna. All right, here we go. If it doesn't feel good on her back, she's not going to do it. Okay, here we go. Begin. And I might move a little quicker because I know I'm going to be doing less time. Or maybe I go heavier. Again, you could do this with no weight, right? So it's really about getting the heart moving, heart rate up. So maybe I got no weight, right? All right, and we'll rest. And you'll do your crunches. So one way Deanna can make the crunches harder is going like this, like she's diving, or she can add weight to it. So she can try one of those options. Okay, here we go. Let's begin. Yeah. So increasing the letter length, her body is longer now, makes it harder. Is that harder?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these V raises, pretty much the way to make it more challenging. There's one or two ways: increase the weight or double pulse. 5 seconds. Okay, and we rest. That is our first round of exercises. Grab a quick sip, and we're gonna move on. So the one that I did not demonstrate, I forgot for our last group of exercises, and that's the one Deanna's gonna move on to now. So she's gonna do the band work, bicep curls, tricep extensions, and then we have a step plank shuffle. So you could do this with or without added resistance. This is what it would look like with added resistance if you have a band. This can be done feet on a step or not. This is, and I could shuffle it. Of course, this could be done off of the step. Okay, so that's the last one that she's going to be doing, which I forgot to demonstrate. Okay, so we're going to be doing our bicep curls, triceps, and that one. So we're back to our 45 seconds of work. I'm going to be doing what Deanna was doing just a moment ago. All right, Deanna, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. 45 seconds. So she's doing just a bicep curl because she's going to be doing triceps in a minute. She doesn't want to pre-fatigue those triceps. And she might choose to use a different resistance for the triceps. Oftentimes the triceps are not quite as strong as the biceps because we do a whole lot of pulling things towards us, right? Like our food and our drinks, and a lot less pushing it away. So I think that's the reason most of us have stronger biceps than triceps. Okay, rest. Okie doke. You might want to try the purple one. go ahead and do hinge forward a little. Yep. All right, here we go, begin. So she's doing tricep kickbacks. She can do them palms up or palms down. It changes it a little bit, depending on whether it's palms up or down. Now you'll notice I'm not picking my butt up, I'm not drooping my hips down. I'm keeping neutral and even just a little tucked under. Now I might move the ball in and out. I might make circles. I might make a happy face. 15 seconds left. Or I might just hold. And if all that was too much, I might come on my knees and hold. Okay, rest. Okay, I'm gonna move over here so Deanna can do her plank with her feet on top of the step maybe, and her tap out. Okay. If it's too much with the feet on there, she'll just come off. Okay, we have 45 seconds. So I'm gonna try to tap out. Yeah. Okay, if that doesn't feel good on her back, she can just simply hold. If that's too much, she can rest. She can move forward and take her feet off of the step. If she wanted more, she could put the band on her thighs or shuffle over the step. 15 left. I could alternate my obliques here, alternate my movements. Oh, I know. 5 seconds. All right, and we rest. And we're back to our first exercise. So again, we're doing 45 seconds these first 3 times, but you do what works for you. Deanna's back to bicep curls. I'm back to my back lunge with a rotation. Okay, here we go, begin. And again, I'm rotating over my front leg. If I rotate over my back leg, whoa, I'm probably gonna fall over. So I'm gonna rotate around my front leg. If I don't have any weight, I just take my arms out and rotate that way. And I showed you earlier, if you're not sure if these are good for you, your knees aren't really liking them, they're causing pain, then you do a single-legged bridge, right? Or even a 2-footed bridge is another option. We have 5 seconds. Okay, and rest. Going on to your second exercise, it's triceps for Deanna, a plank hold for me. I can hold the plank, I can move. All right, begin. So I can move my upper body. I can move my lower body. Be careful with this one, it's not easy. I like to make it look easy though. Deanna doing great on those triceps. She's squeezing the elbows tight into her sides and then pausing in the extended position. 15 left, 15 seconds, unless you need rest. If you need rest, you take it. 10 seconds. Quick or small movements here. All right, rest. And then our last of our 3. Deanna's gonna do a plank tap out. Maybe on the step with her feet, maybe not. She'll figure out what works best for her. And then we start. And again, I'm lifting chest towards the ceiling. I'm not rounding my body over. I'm lifting straight up. I'm crunching. I'm really feeling the core firing up. I might go side to side. 15 left. Are you guys still with me out there? Yes? I hope so. I left. All right, and we rest. Good. Okay, we do it one more time with our 45 seconds, and then again, we'll do our 30 seconds, And with our 30 seconds, in some way, we'll increase the intensity. And I'll show you options for that when we get there. All right, 45 seconds. Here we go. Deanna's doing bicep curls. I'm doing a back lunge with a rotation. Now, if Dan was here, he'd be adding a bicep curl, of course. So I probably should too as well, to make sure he feels like he was here. Okay. Whoops. I tried to mess that up by doing a bicep rotation. Good work. 10 seconds. Feeling those, Deanna?
Yep.
All right, and rest. Okay. And of course, if you didn't have a band, you could use dumbbells for the biceps and the triceps. Triceps next. And with or without weight. Okay, here we go. Even holding a tricep extension with no weight, you'll start to feel those triceps working. Bicep curls too, isometric contraction, you'll start to feel it. So you don't have to have the band or you don't have to have dumbbells. Eventually you'll need to increase the intensity, but you can certainly start just with isometric contraction. Okay, we're almost there. 5 seconds, Deanna, you got it. Okay, rest. We're doing one more time with our 45 seconds. Deanna's gonna do a regular plank this time. Okay, here we go, 45 seconds. It's our last time doing this exercise for 45 seconds. A little harder, I can take my arms over my head. I'm still supporting my head by squeezing my elbows tight into my head. If Deanna needed to, she could come to her knees and keep holding or just rest. That's an option too. 5 seconds. Okay, rest. All right. This is it. We've got our power set, just 30 seconds. So Deanna's going to go ahead and go back to her bicep curls. Maybe she does a double pulse at the top. Up, up, down. Same with the triceps. Out, out, bend. So that's an option for her. For me, I'm going to add a double pulse on my lunge. Okay, here we go. 45. Oh, no, 30. Gosh, almost said 45. I did say 45. I scared you guys. Down, down, up for me to make it harder. For Deanna, she might do a double pulse on her bicep curl. And that is our time. That went so fast. Okay, moving on, 30 seconds for your second exercise. I'm going to make this harder by adding a little bit of weight. Okay, here we go, 30 seconds. I can hold the weight at my chest. I'm going to check in with my back. If that doesn't feel okay in my back, then go back to something simpler. Now, harder than that would be for me to put the weight behind my head. 15 left, that's really hard. I'm listening to my body and what it needs. Okay, and we rest. Last 30 seconds on our last exercise. Thank goodness. Okay. All right, you guys, 30 seconds. Here we go. So maybe I hold. I'm going to go this way. You can see you, Deanna. Maybe I hold and then come back in. Maybe I hold and then come back in. And again, I can move side to side or move my knees. Oh, we're almost there, Deanna. 5 seconds. You got it, you got it, you got it. Oh, yes, and rest. Woo, okay. Grab some water. And then we will move on to our last one. Now we are going to end this with a finisher, which is Tabata. So stay tuned for that after this last round of exercises. So Deanna's going to do the deadlifts like I did before. Then the alternating shoulder presses. She'll probably use the 6s at least maybe for the shoulder press and the V raise, a little bit less maybe. And I'm going to be moving on to what she was doing. All right, you guys ready? 45 seconds of fun. Let's do it.
This one, right?
So that's the second exercise. We're going to keep doing it.
Okay.
Deanna's going she's going reverse order. So it's stand up straight on the V raise. Yep.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Chest lifted and only chest level with the weights, no higher. Yeah.
Okay.
We have 15 left. Okay, rest. So Deanna is going to go ahead and do the deadlifts now and then maybe the shoulder presses. So you can use dumbbells or that bag. 2 feet on the floor, remember the deadlifts? So right,
So one leg deadlift?
2 feet on the floor, just like this.
Okay.
Okay, a little bend in the knees. All right, I'm moving on to triceps. Begin. Deanna is doing deadlifts. She's keeping a little bend in her knees. So that's really important, keeping bend in the knees so she doesn't start to pull on her lower back. She's keeping neutral curves in her spine. That's really important. She's not rounding her spine in any way. Now, if she wanted to make it harder, she could do alternating single-legged deadlifts, but she does not have to do that. I'm keeping my elbows pulled in tight. Okay, let's rest. So alternating shoulder presses.
This one.
Oh, watch out for this. All right, you guys ready? Let's begin. So I'm keeping my core tight here as well. Not doing a bunch of movement with my hips, so I'm not letting that happen. 10 seconds. I might be hopping back and forth here. That's going to fire up your core even more. Okay, let's rest. We'll go back to our first exercise. You need a break, you take a break. You don't, then you don't. So probably just do it the way you did it with the V raise.
I'm out of order. That's okay.
It's okay. All right, here we go. Begin, 45. My elbows are up. I'm pulling my palms towards my shoulders without curling the wrist. Okay, so I'm not using my wrist to help. I'm just using my biceps. 10 seconds. Okay, good. So you'll go deadlift now. So I'm going back to triceps. Deanna's going to do her deadlift. Okay, so get yourself ready. Take a breath if you need it. And when you're ready, join us again. And here we go. I'm doing triceps. Begin. Deanna's doing deadlift. Keep going. Again, if I don't have a band and I don't have dumbbells, I could do tricep kickbacks with a couple bottles of liquid. Ah.
So maybe you can still see my triceps are working here. That's an option. No excuses. You have a band? Use the band. 5 more seconds. And we rest. Okay. Moving on to our third exercise. I'm going to add that little bit of resistance that I mentioned earlier. I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. So, shoulder press. Begin. You'll notice Deanna's keeping her knees bent and her hips back so her spine is neutral. She's going to be really careful not to tuck her hips under. That'll put pressure on the low back. We don't want that. If she can't do the exercise without tucking under, it's probably too much weight. Five seconds. And we rest. All right. One more time with the 45-second time. So go back to your first exercise. Okay. Here we go. Good job, Deanna. If she gets tired, she could alternate her arms or do a few on one arm and then a few on the other arm. I could do the same. I could alternate my arms here. Sometimes that lets you keep going even though you feel like you need to quit. 5 seconds. And we rest. And then second exercise, one last time with 45 seconds, try to deadlift. Okay. We're getting a little pooped here. We're working hard. I hope you are too. Okay, begin. Now again, if I need a little break, but I don't want to totally stop, I can alternate my arms. Now again, these can be done palms up, which is harder, or palms down. So you decide what works for you. Maybe I move a little closer so I can do palms up. And again, I can alternate if it's too hard to do it both at the same time. All right, and we rest. So our last time is 45 seconds. I'm going to do a more basic version for this one. So here we go, 45. And again, I could alternate with a shuffle here. That'll fire up my core even more. Or maybe I simply hold. I can alternate my feet this way if my knees don't like the lateral movement. Or I can, again, just simply hold. If my wrists don't like that, I can come onto my forearms and hold. 5 seconds. And we rest. Okay. We've got one last round, just 30 seconds. Piece of cake, it's gonna feel like nothing. Maybe increase the intensity in some way, and I'll demonstrate how you can do that on my stuff, and I'll talk to Deanna about how she can do it on hers. Okay, so 30 seconds, you ready? She's starting on her V raises. She could do a double pulse on these if she wanted. If she wanted. All right, here we go, begin. And I could do a double pulse on mine. And again, if I didn't have a band, I could use my liquid
And I could do a double pulse. Up. Yeah, I could use dumbbells. I could use no weight with an isometric contraction. Right? So no weight out of this exercise. Rest. You can do it. All right, exercise number 2. Maybe adding some intensity. Maybe she does a double pulse at the bottom or tries the alternating single-legged. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to do a double pulse on my tricep kickbacks. That's going to make it harder. Keeping my core tight, my neutral curves in my spine. Posture so important. Oh, we're almost there. Time. Okay. Last of our exercises, the 3 groups of exercises, and then we're going to do a finisher, Tabata style. All right. So if she wants to do something more intense on her shoulder press here, she could start to reach or just move a little faster. She could stand on one leg for some balance. So many options. Okay, we have 30 seconds. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I almost made it really hard. Here we go. Deanna's reaching over. She's getting a little bit more by doing a big reach. I'm hopping, and I added the resistance. Again, must be a glutton for punishment here. And we rest. Good job. Okay, so grab a quick sip of water. We're going to be doing some Tabata style stuff for our last bit of work. And that's 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going to be doing 3 rounds of 3 minutes of Tabata. So maybe you join us for all, maybe you just join us for 1. It's a powerful way to end your workout. We call it a finisher because you're pretty much finished by the time you're done. It can be very, very intense. So you just do what you can do, and hope you'll join us to the end until we stretch. You need a break, take a break. We'll stretch at the end, so please stick around for that. The first one we're going to be doing, we'll do the jumping jack one with the press up. So probably 10 or 5 pounds. If you have weight, you can use weight. You might want to move away so you don't put your hands. You just need 1. So I'll take the other one.
Oh, okay.
So the first one we'll be doing is a jumping jack like this. Okay, so it's 20 seconds. So I just don't want you to hit the hands, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'll go over here, I'm sure. Okay, so 20 seconds. Begin. Up and down. So as you jump out, the arms go up. Keep the knees soft. Now as you
Right in my eyeball.
uh-oh. There's a towel over there. Rest. Okay, so 10 seconds of rest. Now you could do a squat and press. If the jumping doesn't work for you, you can leave the weight out completely. Okay, here we go again. I guess Deanna must be sweating. She said she just got sweat in her eye. That's good. I hope you guys are too. And rest. 10 seconds of rest. And begin. And again, maybe I just do a squat and press because my knees don't like the bouncing. Or maybe I just squat. Maybe I keep the arms down. If you don't have weight, no worries. Just do it without weight. Rest. We are halfway through this round of Tabata. Okay, let's begin. Heart rates are going up for us. I hope you too. Woo. Okay. You got this, you got this. Rest. 6.
Yeah.
We have 2 more rounds. Okay, begin. Woohoo! Come on, guys, you can do it. Rest. Woohoo! Yellow. I'm looking at my blank right here. This should be red. Red is my zone 4. Okay, here we go. Last one, go. If this feels intense, that's good. It's supposed to be. It's called high rest intensity intervals. Woo! Mr. Tabata invented those to get athletes and regular people really strong cardiovascularly. It's working. So the next one we're going to be doing is called a dump the bucket. If you don't have weight, you don't need to use weight, but if you do, you take your weight and go over the shoulder. Now I'm not rotating all the way through my spine, I'm actually stopping sort of on the diagonal. I'll do one side, I'll rest, I'll do the other side, I'll rest. No weight, no problem, just do it without weight. So this is also Tabata. So we'll be doing this 20 work, 10 rest again for 3 minutes. You're almost there, guys. You just have one more round of Tabata after this 3 minutes. All right, you ready? Everybody ready? And we will go. Use your breath. Keep the core super tight. If you feel this in your back, limit the range. I can do a short range just like this and get some great core work, and my heart rate will still go up. Not a problem. Rest. 1 down, 5 to go. So we'll go to the other side. Get ready and go. So it's going to be a big range of motion, way over, way up. Checking in with my back. If my back doesn't like that, I shorten it up. Shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip. This is very functional. If any of you are out there doing gardening, since you're stuck at home, rest. This is very functional for you. Shoveling, right? Sweeping. Dumping buckets of water. So I call dump the bucket. Okay, go. First side, begin. Rest. Halfway. How we doing? Can of soup if you don't have any dumbbells. Okay, begin. And as I exhale sharply, you can probably hear me, my core fires up without me even trying. So your full exhale will help you contract your core muscles. Rest. So you don't even have to think about it. If you do a sharp contraction, Deanna knows about this. She does martial arts. They use the breath for power. You can too. I think you might have gotten extra rest. I'm not really sure. Okay, begin. Go. Last time on this side. Rest. All right, we have one more, just one more. And begin. rest. Okay. So the last one we're going to be doing is a mountain climber. It can be done on the floor. It can be done on an elevated surface like a step or a chair. And I'll show you a few options. So it can be actual hopping mountain climbers. Some people, their bodies don't like that, so you can do something called a starter. Now, you could also just alternate your knees. Now, if none of that feels okay, you can just hold the plank, or you can do like a jumping jack with your feet. All right, so here we go. Let's go right there, I think. So we've got 6 total rounds, and then we're stretching. This is it. This is the end. You guys ready? Begin, mountain climbers. Just 20 seconds, so fast. And we rest for 10. Woo! Core working, legs working, heart rate going up. Okay, here we go, begin. And again, if my body doesn't like the jumping, I could just alternate my knees quickly. Okay, if my body would prefer to have my front toe touch, that's okay too. So you do you. We're almost there, rest. Just 4 to go. And begin. So remember, you could do jumping jack feet. It's really just about getting the heart rate up. That's all it is. Heart rate up, a metabolic blast at the end of our workout. Woo! Deanna's feeling it. I am too. And rest. So you'll get afterburn when you do this. Metabolic blast at the very end. Your metabolism will be up for 24 to 48 hours. Go! So keep moving. Do what you can. You can alternate knees. You can go across the body. You can hop it. You could not hop it. Jumping jacks. Anything that makes your heart rate go up. Rest. If your hands are tired, Deanna sometimes has some issues with her wrist. She could get up and do something else. Jump squats. I'll demonstrate that. So here we go. Begin. Jump squats. Go ahead and start. Yeah, Deanna can do these with me. It's just about getting your heart rate up. Or I can almost do like a mountain climber right here, standing up. So if your wrist gets tired, come on up off the floor. Just get the heart rate up. Rest. All right, you guys. This is it. Last one. Ready for this? Last one. Give it all you got. You got this. Go. Seconds. 10 seconds, that's all. Ah, we are done. High five. Good job. Let's stretch, guys. Woo. Grab some water. You did a great job. Woo. Nice to see all you guys check it in. All right, so Jen says we should add a burpee now. Of course we should. You do it at home. You add your burpees. The rest of us are going to stretch. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a stretch for the hamstrings. We did some hamstring work today. So left foot down, right foot forward. Bend your left knee and just hinge forward over your leg. Now the leg will actually stay a little bent, so I'm going to come a little bit closer so you can see. So I'm not locking out my knee. It's a little soft. I'll move a little back so you can see my foot. My toes pull towards my shin. Now while I'm here, I'm going to point and flex. And get a little movement in my calf. Point and flex. Good. All right, let's switch sides. Left foot forward. I'm hinging from my hips.
not my waist, right? So my spine stays long. My standing leg stays a little bit bent, and same with my extended leg. And then I point and flex that front foot, point and flex. Yep, point and flex. Good. All right, so let's isolate the stretch on the calves. So we'll leave this left foot forward, step your right foot back. So it's a bit of a lunge in this left leg, and I'm really pressing my right heel down. Feel that? Nope. So if you're really tight in your hip flexors, sometimes it's hard to get the calf. You feel it here? Yeah, so if you're tight in your hip flexors, this is a great hip flexor stretch. Okay, and then a way to stretch the calf would be maybe on the side, so your other hip flexor. So again, it can be both a hip flexor and a calf stretch. But if you're not feeling the calf at all, maybe find a step and just put your heel down and put your toe on the edge of the step, and this will be much more isolated in the calf.
On this side, but not the other side.
Yeah. So both sides are different. That's really, really normal. So, okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and stretch the front of the thigh. Did you get it? Not so much. All right. So the front of the thigh. So maybe you hold on to something. And again, like I mentioned when we did the dynamic warm-up, we're not going for extension here. Tuck under, so it's the front of the thigh, not the back. So we're tucking under just a tiny bit. It might even come up into this hip flexor area. All right, switch sides. Hi, Jocelyn. You're sweating bad. Summer's coming, summer's coming. I love it. Rochelle is sweaty too. Excellent. All right, so clasp your hands back behind you, interlace, and we'll stretch the chest and shoulders. If you'd like to add a little neck roll, you can. On the front plane, chin to chest, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder.
Wasn't quite working. Okay, I was trying to stretch my knee.
All right, one more. Take your arm across your body, stretching the shoulder, so down and across. Hopefully your heart rate's coming down. Take some deep breaths. All right, the other side, down and across. All right. Excellent work, you guys. If you have any questions about the workout, or if you have any questions about where you can find the equipment, please reach out, send me a message. I'd be happy to help you out. Have a really awesome day, you guys. Bye. Bye.